What's up, everybody? Party people from the fifth dimension. This is your homie Angelo, and I've got my friend here, William Reed. He's a longevity specialist. What's up, brother? He's a scientist. He's a master of many things. He's a jack of all trades, and he's a good friend. So I'm really glad he's here today. And I'm gonna be interviewing you, bro.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for coming, man. He was in Sedona, and we connected here in Tucson, and then we're gonna be heading back to California together soon. So, wanted to ask you some questions, man.
Okay.
You're 65 almost, right?
Yeah.
Almost 65 years young, and you're healthier than most people I know in their 20s. So what's your secret, man? What do you do every day to keep yourself healthy? You're not just fit, you're also healthy. Like, what's going on with you?
Well, I think the thing is that always try to be a better version of yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's just whether that's through fitness or trying to invent things or through trying to make your diet better. It doesn't really matter. Just try to make yourself always a better version of yourself all the time. Don't ever quit on that project.
Who instilled that kind of value in you? Was it your parents, or where did you learn about how to optimize your health in all facets, like not just physical but emotional, spiritual, mental? How did you get plugged into health in your life?
Well, I think for me it was my childhood. I struggled a lot in elementary schools, put down my kids a lot. I guess the one thing I kind of learned from there was that you just had to perform well at everything you do. Otherwise you just don't get acceptance from society. And I guess I really just driven to do that. I mean, and of course I guess I've chosen fitness a lot for me. And it also, I guess, I went into sciences because it's something I seem to be best at as far as the abilities I have.
That's cool. And you have a PhD in chemistry, right?
Right.
Why chemistry, though? Of all the sciences, why chemistry for you?
Well, when I went to undergraduate, I majored in chemistry. I wanted to be a medical doctor. Yeah. But I didn't get into medical school. I wasn't smart enough, I guess. So I went to I went to graduate school.
Too smart.
My PhD. I mean, I'm not the most talented guy when it comes to these standardized tests and things. So
that's nothing bad with not being good at those, because a lot of people aren't. That doesn't mean that they're not worthy of great accomplishments. So now that you're almost 65, in America, that's like retirement age. They give you your Medicare card. They give you your retire. You're ready to retire. How do you feel? Are you ready to retire, or are you still going?
I'm still going. I guess I would like to retire maybe in a year and a half, so I could have more time to do other things. Like I guess I love pursuing my fitness. That's my passion right now.
So that's your passion. You're never going to retire from being healthy.
That's right.
So what kind of foods do you eat?
Oh, I eat incredibly boring and plain, but I eat meat. And I've actually lately gone over to like grass-fed beef. The Rouse at my store puts these things in the woohoo bins where you can get it for like half price. And bison, that stuff tastes amazing. You get it all grass-fed. Normally it's like $16 a pound. You wait for it when it nearly expires to put it in this bin. You get it for like $5.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do not eat any farm-raised fish anymore.
Good.
All natural stuff, because
wild caught.
The salmon, it normally has that red color that comes from. It eats something that has a lot of
astaxanthin. Yeah. They feed that, and and they're sitting in their own contaminants too. You got to get that wild caught if you're going to eat.
Right.
Definitely.
The farm raised stuff, they actually, I guess the salmon's normally white, but they put food coloring in it.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's
disgusting.
So,
and let me tell you something else I think is really disgusting with these Impossible burgers.
Oh.
I call them Bill Gates burgers. Because I don't even know this, but they apparently developed in the lab a GMO yeast that basically produces a heme, which makes them bleed like meat.
Oh my God, that's horrible. Pardon my language. That's horrible.
Yeah, so even if you want to go full vegetarian, just don't eat those, please.
Yeah. Do you eat plants and vegetables as well as meats, or what kind of stuff do you like to eat?
Broccoli and cabbage, carrots. I eat all that stuff raw. It's simple to prepare.
Do you think that your diet, people's diet, maybe is according to their lineage of like, what's your family like? What kind of food did you grow up eating, and your grandparents? Do you know that information, like where your ancestors are from?
Well, not terribly so. I think one thing that people don't realize is that, like in my parents' generation, about 25% of the budget was spent on food. So in a sense, and they're of course always trying to save money there. So in a sense, one thing they didn't do is eat too much. And they probably tend to gravitate towards more things that could be bought more cheaply. Yeah. And I think like in the 1800s, it may have been like 80% of your money was spent on food. Now I think we're under 10%.
Yeah,
because the whole food industry, I mean, from an economic, financial point of view, has become very efficient at producing a lot of food cheap.
A lot of cheap people out there that we see, like obesity and other chronic health issues on the rise. What do you think about this, like 70% of Americans being overweight right now and over 40% obese? What do you think that's a correlation to?
I think it's because, it's like I said, I think food's got too cheap, and which is easy satisfaction, which means stuffing ourselves. I think that's, and then of course the food is very calorie high and not very high in nutrients.
Yeah, no nutrient density in the food, very high calories, exactly.
See, I mean, in a sense, what's happened is that, the nutrition level probably stayed the same, but the amount of calories in a given food has gone way up because they're figuring out ways to produce more food.
Do you think genetically modified organisms have anything to do negatively in what's going on right now, or do you think that's okay?
I'm going to say honestly, I'm kind of open-minded to that. I guess if the GMO is designed so that way, like a tree produces more fruit, but otherwise it's I guess the same nutrition-wise. I don't know if I have a problem with that. But if they start producing GMOs so that way the plant produces its own systemic insecticide, so it kills bugs, that it would scare me. And then of course this GMO yeast thing kind of scares me too, because that's just been. There's nothing natural about that.
No, and then GMO mosquitoes and all this other stuff too. Who knows what the implications of that is? But yeah, man, what do you say to somebody today that's like on a mission to want to become healthier? Maybe they're younger, maybe they're older. Where do you start when it comes to taking a step in the right direction with your health? I always tell people it starts kind of with what you eat, and then from there, then you start working on your body. What's your approach to telling somebody at a very basic level how to be healthy?
Okay, I probably kind of went it the other way.
Okay, no, that's fine. I would like to hear new perspectives.
I probably hit it with the exercise first.
Okay.
And then the diet kind of followed. It's kind of what worked for what I've done. I don't know if that's necessarily the best way,
but it's an integrative approach, right? You have to have the nutritional component, and you have to have the exercise component.
Yes, I do. I don't think you can be fit just on eating.
No, I mean it's all these pillars of health.
Yeah.
You can't just exercise on a bad diet either. You have a little bit of everything working for you. Yes. So it's great to know that there's people like you that are taking control of their health, and unfortunately, a lot of people my generation or younger than my generation now are not eating well, and they're not moving their bodies. We've been through a lockdown, or whatever you want to call it.
God, yeah.
People are like encouraged to be immobile, right? And encouraged to sit in front of a TV and led into like a fear state or a lethargic state. Yeah. What's your take on all of that, man?
Yeah, as they say, COVID-19 has become the COVID-19.
Right.
like the freshman 20. I see that at my work because we locked down. We only just started to unlock down now. Now I see people the first time, and it's like, oh my God, what happened to you? We sit at computers, and that's pretty much all we do. And we've got the refrigerator next to you.
Yeah, it's like that Idiocracy film where the guy's just sitting on the couch with the fridge right here, and he's like, this reclining chair is his toilet, and he's just like hanging out and watching the boob tube all day long. His living room's full of trash.
Yeah.
This is not. It's all about safety, right? The narrative is that it's for your safety, but how is that for your health?
Yeah, no, yeah, safer at home is in practice became bigger at home.
Yeah, so how do we get our country to start losing some pounds and getting healthy? What if you were president of the country or in charge of the fitness and wellness chapters of our government? What would you do today to get people like on a better regimen?
Well, here's my thing. I don't believe in mandating anything, but it's
inspiring. We'll say inspiring.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, but for the amount of effort they put into pushing this vaccine, they should put the same amount of effort in pushing exercise and healthy lifestyle.
Emmanuel, you heard that. So the effort put into pushing a gene therapy experimental mRNA drug, you could be investing into teaching the masses about how to move their body, how to feed their body, and how to be healthy. But there's no mention of that. No mention of that.
I mean, I was listening to the radio and the commercials come on. There was a commercial by Pfizer for this vaccine. Then there's one by the state of California telling you to take the vaccine. There's one from the federal government telling you to take the vaccine, strung one after the other.
And then Toyota will tell you to do it at the Super Bowl halftime show too. So it's man. Well, all what we're saying here is just some takes. So hopefully this doesn't go against the First Amendment rights to speak what we say here. We're just talking, and we're just having an open discussion as we do here in America, land of the free, First Amendment, all that good stuff. So I want to thank my friend William, brother. Always good to learn from you, man.
Thank you.
God bless you, my friend. And we are going to be hitting the road soon. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.